We begin this evening with Greece, where a deal on that country's debt is closer than ever. Athens today submitted new proposals that will reportedly increase taxes on businesses and the wealthy. Speaking in Brussels earlier today, the head of the Eurogroup said this was welcome news.
All of this with a view of, if possible, reaching an agreement later this week and using the Greek proposals as a basis for that. But the work can start immediately as far as we're concerned.
As the Eurogroup focuses on the specifics of the proposal, back in Athens, Michel Caruso-Cabrera spoke to a Greek official about the urgent need for an agreement.
I'm sure that Prime Minister Tsipras realizes what will happen to the country if he doesn't come back with a solution. I'm not saying that the solution is what the Greek economy needs at this moment, but at least it will keep us standing up. This is a national crisis, Michel. It's the worst that we faced since the Second World War.
That concern is shared by many others in the Greek capital. Michel Caruso-Cabrera has more now from Athens.
Protests again today demanding the government reach an agreement for a bailout deal. Without a deal, these people fear Greece may leave the euro.
I'm really worried about the situation, how it has ended up so far. Things are going from worse to worse.
I think we should be worried because we've no place anywhere else to go. We'll be all on our own here.
We love our country, and this is the reason why we want to stay in Europe.
But the country is divided. Last night, these protesters told us it would be better to leave the euro rather than give in to more demands that require Greeks to pay higher taxes and for public sector employees to work longer before retirement.
It's better to go or bankrupt or away from EU and this union.
We don't want more austerity. It's enough. Enough is enough.
Then is it okay to leave the euro?
We don't leave the Europe. Europe leave us.
After withdrawing 5 billion euros from the banks last week, Greek citizens kept at it over the weekend. Activity continuous at Athens ATMs, as depositors grow increasingly frightened that without a deal, the European Central Bank will stop supporting Greece's banks and they will be cut off from their money.
We're nervous. We don't know what happened next day. We stay in the euro. We go out for the euro. That's the situation.
On the outskirts of Athens, in the port town of Perama, 52-year-old Theodore Solomos is a shipping engineer. Before the crisis, he was making a lot more money.
2009, if you work 12 months per year, it's about 19 to 20,000.
In a year?
In a year. Now it is about 5 to 6
thousand per year?
Yeah.
Per year?
Per year. Because it is only 3 months work.
The working class is tired. The business class, terrified. Time is running short to negotiate this bailout agreement. Greece needs to pay the IMF 1.5 billion euros by June 30th. So they've got to get that 7 billion euro installment of bailout money before then in order to make that payment. If they don't, if they default on the IMF, it's quite possible that's the day the ECB would stop supporting the Greek banks. That would mean a shutdown of the banking system. It could potentially be even more catastrophic for the Greek economy. For Nightly Business Report, Michel Caruso-Cabrera, Athens, Greece.